Yes, thanks for staying with us, and welcome to the Global Real Estate Solutions segment, brought to you by M.I. Okoro and Associates. Join us to get closer to becoming owners of that choice property is Chief Mbakwe. Again. So yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you
welcome
so much. Thank
again.
You, thank you, Helen.
Okay. So the Global Real Estate and Housing Solution with M.I. Okoro and Associates, the primary objective of this segment is bringing the developers of real estate, the buying public, and the financial institutions on a real estate transaction table so that property deals will be closed and financial mortgage support services offered. And that is very, very key and impressive.
Yeah, and of course, today's topic, this week's topic will be factors prospective owners and property buyers, that's for residential and commercial properties, consider. What are the factors that they consider before finally taking that decision to purchase
buy
property?
All right. So once again, thank you for joining us again today. As a professional, what are the three? Let's look at three most critical factors that everyone who is considering making that final decision to buy a particular residential property, what are the key things that they must consider?
All right. Thank you, Helen. The thing is, real estate, it's something that is something that whenever anybody wants to put any investment, it consumes a whole lot of finances. So it's something that before you make that decision, it's critical that you look at some factors so that to avoid any mistakes. So one of the three major factors I will mention here is, one, you have to have a budget. It's important that you have a budget. That budget, after you have a budget, that will now move you to the next stage where you start talking about your investment plan. You should have, because it's the budget. If, for example, depending on if you're probably a business person or a salary earner. So if you want, you're earning, for example, 300,000 a month, and you're planning to buy a property of, let's say, 200 million. How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
So your finances should be able to guide you in having a budget. Then once you now map up your budget, you now start looking at investment plan. This property I'm going to buy now for my residential, am I going to invest in a place where after 5 years, for example, the place turns commercial? A whole lot of people that are living in phase one are facing that kind of problem now. You buy a property that your main purpose of buying the property is you want to get a place where you retire, a home where you come back, you relax and all that. But because of development, because of growth, you end up within 5-10 years, the place turns commercial.
Okay.
Is it the kind of property you want to buy?
So these are the questions you must ask your
clients, because as professionals, before anybody once you come to us and you want to buy property, it's important that we guide you. We'll ask you for those questions. Let me say this. It's also some people prefer to invest in such places.
Yeah.
Because of that's why I said investment plan. Some people want a place where I will buy it, leave it for a time, maybe within 5-7 years, then I will now sell it off. Use it to go and buy another. By that time, the property must have appreciated.
Yeah.
So it is when you have all this and you now start talking about location.
Okay.
Because you now have your budget. Budget guides you to having your investment plan.
Okay.
This investment plan is kind of complex. That's why you need a professional to guide you.
Exactly.
So when you have that, you now start talking about, okay, now that I have my investment plan, I should now be talking about where is the location?
Okay.
Where is the location that suits my budget and my investment plan?
All right. Now, yeah, of course, again, from your vantage position as a professional, now, what would you say are the most costly mistakes people make when acquiring properties that,
From experience, when people acquire properties, they kind of discover that mistake later on, probably a few months or a few years later. One of the most difficult ones some people deal with, this kind of costly mistakes, is the one of not having the proper document.
okay,
Not having the proper title to that property. Because location, yeah, some people might just out of patience and say, okay, let me deal with it. I've made my mistake. Let me live out with it. Not having the right professional to guide you in making your decisions, probably you go and buy a flood-prone area.
Okay.
There are people that are currently living in places where flood is disturbing them. But they can still say, okay, fine, I can still manage it and know how I will deal with it later on, I'll move out. But what of when you acquire a property with not real title? You start having issues of monile, you start having issues of court matters, government, acquisition problems. So it's kind of gives that person a very uncomfortable feeling, because acquiring a home is something that after acquisition you're supposed to have that satisfaction. You're supposed to feel at peace with that. Now I've acquired a home. Now if it's for those that want to retire in where they've acquired, they should have that comfort. They should have that relaxation that I've acquired a home, a peaceful one. So after going through the process, spending so much money to acquire these things, now the next one is litigation. Who wants to go through that?
It's traumatic.
It's hugely traumatic.
It's traumatic.
Who wants to? And it gives you that unsettlement. If it's something that, because you don't know if you're going through the legal tussles, you don't know which way you're going to swing.
True.
So psychologically, you're off. You're not balanced.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that is why it's important that we guide, as professionals, guide our clients to telling them that it's important that we do proper due diligence.
Yeah.
Investigations and all of that.
Real research on that.
That's why they say that knowledge is power. You know, a lot of us just get up and we're doing a couple of things because somebody else has done it, you know, and we're not doing it the proper way, and we get our fingers burnt at the end of it. Now, can you mention, so we're getting to the nitty-gritty, because people who are watching now say, okay, so if we have done the first and the second and the third, you know, considerations, the things you've mentioned to us, now we're saying, where is the property? So where are the properties that M.I. Okoro and Associates probably have right now that people can begin to think about buying into?
All right, we have a whole lot of properties. Just like we mentioned, your budget kind of gives us a direction on where to tell you to go and invest. So what we have properties in Lekki, we have in a whole lot in Lekki area. We have the one we're selling, like we mentioned the other time, Freedom Way, where we're selling one bedroom apartments and 2 bedroom apartments too. And we have one that we're also selling at Ikota, very close to VGC, along the same express. And we have 2 bedroom terraces, and we also have 4 bedroom terraces. Okay. So these properties are well built, and as professionals, we deal mostly with developers that have that develops quality products, quality buildings. We wouldn't want a situation where we'll have help a client get a property, and later on, maybe after 2 years or 3 years, he's dealing with defective issues. So we wouldn't want to allow anybody.
We have a video. We have a video that we're likely, if the director has it, that we should be showing to throw more light on the properties that they have. If that is ready, we could take it. If it's not, John, we can take another question before that is ready.
Actually, I was. We'll take the video.
All right. Okay.
What is happiness? They said, a man is truly happy only in his own home. That is why we present you with a deluxe located in a serene environment in the heart of Lagos. Welcome to the Parliament, a development of 3D homes, a brand new multiple unit of 4 and 2 bedroom terrace duplex. Finely crafted and designed carefully to a taste with beautiful views from every side. All duplex features modern facilities such as inbuilt speaker system, excellent drainage system, central water treatment plant, fully fitted kitchen, swimming pool, all room in suite, ample parking space,
that was a relief, actually.
Yes.
You know, and it showed us a lot of options that we have.
True.
At the right prices too.
Right prices. No, but that's I saw that and I'm like, not bad. That's
Noted.
For a 4-bed.
Yeah.
In that location.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, now I want to know. Financing is also a major factor in all of this. How important does funding, help us in making this decision?
Well, that is why we have financial institutions that we are working with.
Yeah.
Because we know that when someone wants to buy a property, maybe a salary earner, keeping up to that 65, 70, 80 million at a go is usually an issue for a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
So that is why in Sena climes, in Western world, they can't do without mortgage. So that is why what we have currently now, we have Polaris Bank that we've discussed with, we are partnering with, and they are providing financial support to a whole lot of these properties. So what happens is once any interested person wants to buy, after going through all those factors we just mentioned, you just make available your 20%. The bank will provide the other 80%, and you pay the mortgage over a period of time.
I like the way you threw the 20% like...
It's an investment. So 20% once, because we've been having a whole lot of interested people because of this 20%. It gives a whole lot of...
it gives a lot of relief.
Relief, honestly.
It does.
It gives...
20% is a good relief.
Yes, it is.
When you know that government or the institutions are going to come with the remaining 80, that is huge. That is
quite huge. You pay the other one, relax, and as you're earning your salaries, they are deducting stuff. So within a period of time, you're free from any loan or mortgage, and your home is yours, and you're enjoying it.
Okay, a quick reminder of what's happening in Tejo right now.
Yeah, well, it's Tejo is really is booming, and the whole lot of people are buying, and we still have some units for sale there. But it's important people rushing now because of all this mortgage we are attaching to the sales, and it's Christmas period, and it's a commercial property. People, I know some people that invested when the prices were a bit lower. Now some of them are thinking of reselling, which is also good return on investment.
Wow.
Yes,
those are investors.
Yes, investors. They acquire once the property appreciates. They offload and they make their profit. And the beauty of that one is, as you're waiting for your property to appreciate, you're also collecting rentals from it.
Can you beat that?
I wish I had met you when I was younger.
It's not late. You can still key into. You can still key into. Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Christmas is around the corner. Does Okoro have any other special?
Yes, the most important thing is part of the services we are providing. We're providing our professional service for free for this season.
I like that. Oh, good. I like that. Excellent.
Excellent. Bank on me that I'll
yeah, sure. We'll be happy to serve you anytime.
I love free things.
We'll be happy to serve you.
Okay, an excellent way to end the year, I would say. If you begin this process, and before you know it, 2023 will make you a landlord or a landlady.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about landlords. Women are also, flying in there to own their homes.
For me, I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Again this week. We really cannot wait to see what's coming up again next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks so much.
Thank you,
Helen. Thank you.
And our regards to Okoro.
Yeah.
I will, sure.
And now, Farah Shonuga, host of our lifestyle and wellness segment, will take over from us after the short break. Where is she headed today? You may wish to ask. Honestly, I have no clue, and I advise you to wait to find out. It's Today with John and Helen on PlusTvAfrica. Thanks for your company. Let's take a break now.